That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it? It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place. The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zulf. Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get. Zulf's messenger was one of his people. Wonder just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zulf told him.
Let's see, which structure to upgrade now? Let's go with the brewery. Distillery, I mean, whoops.
Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve.
And upgrading this gets you a few new spirits, I believe. You get Falling Malt, Black Rye, and Life Wine. Falling Malt gives you 200% extra damage when you fall on top of an enemy, like when one of the larger gas fellas knocks you up into the air. See, Black Rye, 2 more Black Tonics, and Life Wine is a really good one. Basically, if you get hit by an attack that should kill you, it won't. It'll leave you with 1 HP instead. This combined with Were Whiskey and Leech Aid means it's possible to keep yourself in Were Whiskey mode for a really long time.
Life wine so rich, they say it's brought men back from the brink for one last taste. Kid arrives just in time to sample Zia's famous Cookin.
So Zia's got her stock pot here now, and this is actually the second Who Knows Where. Let's see, how much money do we have right now? 1,500, huh? Alright. See how many something fancies we've got right now. Because that is what you use to upgrade the carbine. So, for this, we can either have the bullets knock enemies back, or we can move about 30% faster while aiming. I don't really move around much while I'm aiming, especially when it's fully upgraded. You won't really need to, so instead, we'll have the bullets cause knockback.
That's the way to make every shot count.
Now, more damage, or, again, well, this isn't moving speed. This is how fast the gun actually aims when you hold down the button. This is an upgrade you definitely want.
Even the army never issued carbines in such fine shape.
If I buy another upgrade material, I won't have enough to actually upgrade it. Oh well, let's buy it anyways. Actually, I think Pike Vault's better. Also, I haven't been able to show off either of those secret skills yet.
Sometimes a brusher's pike just ain't enough. That's what the carbine's for. He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all goes to his head. I've said a lot about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this. What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once. Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the Tassel terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Celandia. Her folks were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals.
Now, if you remember, I said that peckers are the worst when you're doing an all 10 idol run, and I believe, because I've done the whole 10 idol thing before.
Ura refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out.
And I've done an all 10 idol run before, even the Who Knows Where segments, and I think this Who Knows Where is actually harder than the others just because this is the one that has lots of peckers. Also, if you just hide here, you can let the pin cushions just shoot each other to death. Look at that.
The mama passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father.
Even with just one aiming speed upgrade, it aims a lot faster.
Her father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's mancers. His daughter barely saw him. Her father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the mancers. It's for your own good, he said. She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs. Now, where were we?
Now, Lifeline actually did activate, it's just I got hit by a needle immediately afterwards, so...
At first, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura trader, selling out the city. One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him. The young man convinced her to take him to her family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals. When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out. young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult.
Oh, damn it. That's Pike Vault. It's alright.
It was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city together and go to the Tassel terminals.
Also, the Pike can actually penetrate multiple enemies at a time, which is good for groups of enemies that are lined up, because it can damage all of them at once, or with Stink Eyes, kill a bunch at once.
They would hide inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag, then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal. Her plan almost succeeded, but the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls.
They all... Peckers! Unfortunately, can't really use the carbine as... They actually know I'm going to use that. Did not know they did that. Can't really use the carbine as a makeshift shotgun yet, because I don't have the upgrade that makes it good for that yet.
The young man had sent the authorities a tip. Told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tassel terminals. She and her father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Returned to work for the Mansers, and she'd go free. Before they parted ways for the last time, her father whispered a desperate plea. Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in.
Dig my hole, you hit the wall.
She did as she was told, and deep down underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand.
One day that wall is gonna fall. Gonna build that city on a hill.
The next day, the door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for air, and she saw the calamity all around her. When the kid wakes up, his world's still in pieces, just the way he left it.
Well, we've still got... Well, we'll see how many more are left. Still a few, though. Do we have enough money yet? Wish the start screen said how much money I had. Oh, 1,500. Alright. Let's upgrade it some more, then. 10% extra critical hit chance, or 35% faster reload. I usually go with reload.
It's no longer a weapon, it's a precision instrument.
Oh, that's right. We completed a vigil. Let's go check that out. The one for the carbine's really easy. It's just taking out a single enemy with a power shot.
The triggers, my brothers, bravest men I ever knew.
All of the weapon-related vigils give you about 500. What was the one for the machete, anyways? Doesn't say. Oh, that's right. The one for the machete is...
I've asked a lot of the kid, but this is something he's done on his own.
The vigil for the machete is actually, hitting an enemy with 15 strikes without stopping. Sure, let's get Leech Aid, why not? Well, here's the thing. Bastion Bourbon and Leech Aid kind of work against each other, because Bastion Bourbon says health tonics will fully heal you every time you drink one, while Leech Aid says it'll make it 66% less effective, so it kind of gets in the middle. You can still carry 2 more health tonics though, so I think it's still worth it to have Bastion Bourbon with you.
Leech Aid's so sour it'll perk you right up when you're feeling low. A hammer and an army carbine. When I was a fighting man, I used the very same. The shards are getting harder to find.
Oh hey, proving ground for the carbine. I think we can do this one right now.
That's Trigger Hill, where the army's elite became the finest marksmen in the land. Caelandia's army only took the best, and the best of them trained on Trigger Hill. The Triggers believed they were nothing without their rifles. Nothing beats the feel of shooting a Caelandian army carbine. Sometimes you had to take care to steady your shot. The Triggers had clearance to modify their guns however they chose. Some felt the course was too easy, so the Triggers spiced things up a bit. Kid blows through that course like it was nothing.
So yeah, the carbine proving ground is pretty simple, especially once you really get used to the timing of the power shot. Yeah, pretty easy. Hey, another vigil. This one's, I believe, for collecting 20 secret skills? I think so.
The Caelandian army would have recruited him in a flash.
Let's check out that vigil. Oh yeah, for getting 20 secret skills, and gets us 2,000 fragments.
The service, for all the men and women who serve Caelandia.
Looks like we can upgrade some more. Upgrade the hell out of that carbine. So either 35% more damage, or again, you can aim 50% faster on top of this one, so you'd be aiming really fast. But I've tended to go with the damage one, and I am so used to the timing with just 50% aiming speed that if I added another 50%, I'd probably be worse at doing the power shot. So let's just go with more damage. Also, if you go with more damage, the carbine does like a shitload of damage. It already does a lot.
Nothing makes a gun so dangerous as a keen eye.